Good morning, guys. So after editing my video, I realized that I filmed the entire thing upside down. I forgot my video stand and I apologize. That's my little PSA. I hope that you can do this video upside down. Maybe it makes it more interesting. I'm so very sorry, and I promise I will get my life back together. See you in a little while. Guys, welcome back. I'm so sorry it's been forever. The school has gotten away from me, right? So we're going to do a lesson today. If you're home at remote learning or anything like that, we're going to do a little lesson. I've forgotten my stand, so pardon my little rig here. You'll see a little bit of it in there, but I'm trying to film from a distance. So we are going to do a beautiful, very easy fall tree lesson. And this is my example today. I don't know if you can see it. I did it real quick with crayons. You're gonna probably need a Sharpie or a black marker. You will need some crayons. Now, you could do it with watercolors. I would highly recommend trying crayons first and then maybe doing another one in watercolors. Some people might not have these things. You might have markers. If you're going to use markers, I would recommend being very careful because markers don't usually blend as well as crayons and watercolors do. If you have oil pastels, that might work, or even chalk. Chalk would look cool too. So you're going to also need a piece of plain white paper. So I have my drawing pad here, but you could use your parents' copy paper or something like that. So go ahead and get your supplies. Remember, a piece of paper, a black marquee or Sharpie, sharper and marquee. They're all confusing. And you're gonna need some crayons, and that's it. All right, we'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, we're back. So I have my plain white piece of paper. I don't know if you'll be able to see the whole thing. And I even have my daughter over to the right of me. You can't see her real quick, but she's gonna do it with me so that we can do it together. So first, now, if you're feeling uneasy and you wanna use a pencil, totally use a pencil, but I'm gonna go for it. And we wanna start drawing our land. So if you notice on mine, we have these wonderful rolling hills. And they kind of start at the edge of the page and then they end kind of almost smushy in the middle. So watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start kind of a little bit below the middle, and I'm just gonna do a rolling hill that ends right off the edge of the paper. Right? We've got one hill, and then we need another hill. Maybe this hill is farther away or lower. So I'm just gonna do it, and it's gonna go right into the other one, just like that. So you should have two hills. Perfect. So we have Emmeline's. This is Emmeline. She has more rolling hills, right? So you can do it any way you want. All right, let's start with the trees. Now, you must know this, and some of you might know this for more advanced friends. Trees that are up close to us, that are closest to us, are gonna be big. Trees that are really, really far away are gonna be super, super tiny, right? So let's make one big tree. I highly recommend a black marker for this. If you're using a Sharpie, you're gonna waste your parents' Sharpies, right? So I'm gonna make a tree that's really up close to us, and I'm gonna put him right in the middle. I like to use the thick, fat side of the marker, and I'm just gonna draw his tree trunk, right? I'm not drawing his branches. I'm just drawing his big old trunk, right? And I'm gonna color him in just like that, right? Now, let me show you this. Emmeline is using a Sharpie. Do you see how long it's going to take Emmeline to color in that tree, right? So that's why I highly recommend this, okay? So we have one thick, fat tree. Let me show you how to make branches. Branches grow out of a tree and they get skinnier as they go up. So you barely touch your paper. And then when they disappear, you put a Y on the end. And you might have another branch here with a Y on the end. And another branch here with a Y on the end. And then you might toss in some smaller, just like that. Now that one looks a little funky wonky to me, so I'm gonna make him a little thicker, fatter, right? You can always fix your tree branches. But just think, you go from fat to thin, right? Okay, and you can always add more branches on there. So we have one tree up close. Let's do one super far away. He's gonna be tiny and short and skinny. So he's gonna be way off in the distance. He's so far away. He's skinny. Look how little and short he is. But he's not. We know he's big. He's just so far away we can't really see him. So see how I did a branch with a Y? Branch with a Y. Branch with a Y. You could even put another branch with a Y on that branch with a Y. Branch with a Y. Ooh. Right? Ooh, that one's got all kinds of, there we go. So see how that already makes it look like he's way off in the distance. We can put one over here. Maybe this one, I have to turn my page a little bit. Maybe this one's a little bit bigger, but not as big. He's a little shorter than our first tree. So you just go on and make as many trees. I highly recommend doing at least 3 trees, right? You could do more. I like the little ones in the back. This is like, it's more realistic, don't you think? And they kind of look like they're far away. That one doesn't have as many, maybe. Oh, he has a friend that comes out like that. There you go. Some of your parents will know Mr. Bob Ross, and he likes to paint happy trees. He talks about happy trees all the time. I'm trying to channel my inner Bob Ross. He does have a fantastic hairdo. Kind of looks like my hair when it gets frizzy and rainy, kind of like right now. All right, so I've got my trees. So go ahead and work on your trees. I'm going to show you Emmeline's and show you what she's working with, right? She's already created one. Hers is kind of spooky, right? But she's using that Sharpie, so it's going to take her a much longer time. So you go ahead, start drawing your trees, and we'll come back with you. So we have drawn our trees. It is time to add the color. This is the bestest part, guys. This is the part where you get to be kind of crazy and silly. You're going to take your crayons, right? Now, obviously, we're doing a fall picture, so you want to pick warm colors. Warm colors are colors that make you feel warm, right? So reds and oranges and yellows, but then again, why not grab some greens? There's still some greens on our trees, right? And Crayola or crayons, so companies, they all make these funky unky cool colors of greens and reds and oranges, so you don't have to just use 3 crayons. You might have 15 different shades of crayons. So I've kind of pulled out the ones I like, and there's another yellow. This one is called, what is this one called? I knew it was good old-fashioned, can you see that? Golden, well, it won't focus. Goldenrod, right? And then we have, what is this one? Yellow, shocker. Right? Okay, so I've got my colors, and this is the bestest part. I would like you to start with the biggest tree first, right? And you kind of pick how you want to do this. I always go from lightest to darkest. So you're just going to take it, and the best part is you can go right over your Sharpie, your black marker. It's not going to hurt it if you're using crayons, right? And we're going to go in a circle type shape. My paper keeps, you might have to tape your paper down maybe. But I go in a circle shape. It could be in an oval shape. You could do the whole thing yellow, right? Or just some of it. You're going to scribble in a circle, and then I might do some orange, right? And I'm going to use some of that goldenrod, fill in the center. Ooh, look at me go. It's kind of, and you know what? With yellow, you can always take yellow and go back over these colors. Now, some of these colors you can't go back over. Like if you were to use red, you don't want to go over the yellow because it'll get rid of all the yellow. But look, I could use my red as kind of an outline. And we're just going to color in circles. Ooh, doesn't that look cool? Oh yeah, let's do a little center right here. Right? Then we can move on to maybe another one, maybe this one. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I don't want to color in my big tree, so you kind of have to do a half circle, right? Like that, because you know that tree's hiding behind it. I'm gonna do orange, and maybe a darker orange. Oh man, I love that orange. What orange is that? Oh, that's a red orange, okay. And then I might go back into my other orange. This one's really turned. We have one of these in our neighborhood that's beautiful. He's so red. Yeah. Oh, I like that guy, right? And Emmeline's got a green tree going on and some orange red. I would highly recommend hers going bigger. You can't go wrong with going bigger, right? And I love when mine overlap. I think I'm jealous. I think I'm gonna add some green, right? So, and I'm gonna make this one, because I have it, I'm gonna make it a funky oval shape. Look at that. I have the room for it. Yeah, I love this funky oval shape. And maybe even another, like a lighter green. Oh yeah, this is one of those cypress, right? The evergreens that never lose their color. But he does have some yellow in him, so I'm gonna add some yellow in him. And you're just gonna go in circles over and over and over and let these colors mix. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that guy, but I think he needs some more green in the middle. Yeah, circle, 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 circle. Right? Yeah.
Wait, where's the dark green you used?
Right there. And then maybe over this guy, I don't know, what should I do? What should I do? I'm running out of spots. Maybe, you know what, this guy's gonna be mostly, he's one of those yellow trees. So I'm gonna go straight up yellow. I'm gonna mixy, and then maybe use my goldenrod, mixy. Oh yeah, this is like one of those yellow birches out west. They're gorgeous. If you ever get a chance to see the yellow, I know they're not called yellow birches, but they're birches and they're yellow, so that's what I'm calling them. Right, and let's do this one of those trees that looks like it's on fire. Ooh, okay guys, I totally messed up. Do you see what I did? This tree is farther back than this tree, but now I made the leaves look like they're on top. That happens all the time. It's totally okay. This is just a picture, and that's the bestest part about art is you can stretch the truth a little bit, and it does not matter as long as it looks beautiful. So there's our trees, right? We gotta color in the sky, right? You can go in there, color in the sky. Now the trick to coloring with crayons, guys, is the closer you color, the better it looks. If you go like this, that's gonna look like gobbledygook, right? So you have to take your time, keep your coloring strokes close together, and you will have a beautiful... Crayons can be really wonderful if you do them the right way, right? If you're all scribbly McScribble pants, they're not gonna look as good. You can even take this, let's mixy, mixy another little blue one. Oh yeah, look at that.
I think this one's really pretty.
Ooh, that is a pretty, what's that one called? Let's see, this one is called, Robin's Egg Bleu.
That's what it looks like.
And that's what it looks like. Oh, that's gorge. Yes, I love it. All right, so then you could even color in the grass like I did on this one, right? So experiment, guys. Use markers, use crayons, use watercolor, use whatever you want, and make this easy, simple, fun fall tree. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.